What's up, guys? Welcome to It's Football TV. My name is Azel, and today we're going to be talking about yet another transfer rumor that has been circulating around. And his name happens to be Aurelien Tchouameni. But before we start diving into all the transfer rumors and start looking at what some reliable sports journalists have been saying in regards to Tchouameni and who his agents have been speaking to, let's go ahead and find out who he was and who he is today. So Tchouameni was born in Rouen, France, on January 27th of the year 2000. He comes from Cameroonian descent, and he spent most of his time alongside his dad, who at the time was trying to pursue a professional football career as well. Although his dad fell short of actually becoming a professional footballer, if there was one thing Tchouameni learned and ended up picking up on, was actually playing football. He started playing at an early age for his neighborhood academy, which I might butcher right now, but it was called S.J. Artigues. I might be butchering that, but pardon me. So as he played there as a young kid, that's where Tchouameni started to show his true potential and started flourishing in his football ability compared to other kids. So at age 11, Tchouameni ended up catching the eyes of scouts from Bordeaux, who later on invited him to come participate in some trials to hopefully join the club. So after impressing in his trials, it was inevitable that Bordeaux would ask Tchouameni to join the club. But his start to Bordeaux wasn't what everyone expected it to be. As we all know, a footballer goes through some highs and lows in their early career. It was apparently reported that Tchouameni at the age of 14 had suffered 2 small injuries, and at the time he was living by himself. How true those reports are, I'm not too sure. I can't speak on behalf of those reports. It's just something that I read. But if that was the case, we can already assume how hard it must have been for Tchouameni at the time. But on July 26, 2018, Tchouameni made his first team debut in a 1-0 victory against FK Invincibles, and where he was playing in the Europa League second qualifying round. 14 days later, he actually went on to score his first senior goal against a team called Mariupol in the Europa League. After 2 seasons in Bordeaux and playing at the highest division you can in France, he went on to go sign a 4-year deal at Monaco, where he currently is at, in which we saw Monaco invest 18 million euros for Tchouameni's arrival in the January transfer window of 2020. On the 26th of August in 2021, he actually received his first call-up to a senior national team. With his arrival at Monaco, this is where Tchouameni actually started picking up a lot of interest, not just within France, but also outside of France. While his goal-scoring stats might not be impressive at all, we have to remember that Tchouameni is a defensive midfielder, and we have seen him perform best in a double pivot, where we don't see him have a sense of responsibility of progressing the ball forward, but more as being a disruptor in the midfield due to his elite capability of intercepting the ball. While Tchouameni has started drawing a lot of comparisons to other elite defensive midfielders like Kanté, we know that his game isn't perfect, and we know that he has a lot to improve to be able to reach that eliteness. But it hasn't stopped big clubs from trying to ring Monaco and acquire him to bring him to their club. From those names, we hear Real Madrid, PSG, and Liverpool, and we've been hearing a lot lately of their interest, but specifically Real Madrid. So as we can see right here, Fabrizio Romano in a tweet where he says, Aurelien Tchouameni has already communicated to his teammates the intention to join Real Madrid, as per Julian Maynard, another sports journalist. He dreams of Real. Price will be way more than 50 million euros, still to be negotiated. Real Madrid plans have changed after Mbappé's refusal. And here's another tweet in where Fabrizio Romano is also mentioning AS Monaco have no intention to accept less than 80 million euros for Tchouameni. He's giving priority to Real Madrid, as he already told his teammates, but nothing is done or completed yet. Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool are still in direct contact with his agents. Right here, here's more confirmation of Real Madrid's actual serious interest in Tchouameni, where Fabrizio Romano says Real Madrid will focus on Tchouameni deal immediately after the Champions League final. They know his performance is clear. Negotiations with AS Monaco on $80 million fee will restart in the next day. Both PSG and Liverpool are still waiting for their next steps. So with that being said, it is looking like a real possibility for Aurelien Tchouameni's next club to be Real Madrid, as he's already shown his interest to give Real Madrid priority, and Real Madrid have already Maybe they haven't came out specifically saying they're interested in him, but it's already been reported that they are planning to splash money on Tchouameni after the Mbappe refusal. But now seeing this transfer as in the point of view of Real Madrid, without doubting Tchouameni's skill set, you got to ask yourself, is this the player that you see being able to change the club? While maybe Real Madrid doesn't need a game-changing player, they were obviously trying to go towards Mbappe to have that big signing. But when you look at Real Madrid's midfield, you see Casemiro with his starting 11 already solidified. You see last year's summer signing in Camavinga, who has shown that he's very well at being able to intercept the ball already. You have Valverde, who's your box-to-box midfielder, who's your engine, who's shown some very great signs of being a good footballer, or who actually is a good footballer. He might not be elite, but he has shown that he has a lot of heart and will, and that's definitely a player that you want to have on your team. Kroos and Modric, these guys are your playmakers, and they're the ones already kind of heading out. While Modric signed a 1-year contract extension after the Champions League final, and Kroos potentially, I think, has like a year or two left in his contract. Don't quote me. It leads me to believe, like, when do you start trying to replace those players? Are they trying to shape Tchouameni into Modric or Kroos' role? Are they trying to shape Camavinga into Kroos or Modric? You got to start planning ahead of that for the future. And in signing Tchouameni, I don't see him being one of those players to replace eventually Modric or Kroos. I see him more in the role of Casemiro and potentially even being similar to Camavinga. While who knows, the manager might want a double pivot, and that's where they start shifting their play style and having two pivots instead of having Casemiro by himself. It's all factors that you have to think about if you're Real Madrid, and even if you're a fan of Real Madrid. While, like I said, Tchouameni is a phenomenal player, even if Real Madrid are able to get him and be a great signing. But is it necessarily a priority? That's something that we truly have to ask ourselves. Nonetheless, whoever ends up signing Tchouameni this summer between Real Madrid, Liverpool, or PSG is definitely going to have a star in their hands, and it's going to be something to look forward to in the future to see how Tchouameni progresses in his career and see what type of player he ends up becoming. Once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in to It's Football TV. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.